All right, so after yesterday's red day for SoFi stock and for the entire stock market, you guys probably saw that. Now we're bouncing back. It's about 11:30 a.m. on the East Coast, and we have SoFi stock up 2.3%, up 21 cents, as all the indexes are in the green as well. We have the Russell up 1.2%, Nasdaq's up 0.9%, we have the S&P up 0.6%, as the Dow's up almost 0.7%, and we have the VIX up, funny enough, as well, 2.5%. in the green. So we're going to start off the video breaking down SoFi stock, the charts, what I'm looking to do there, and later in the video we'll break down the indexes, the S&P, the Nasdaq. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, you might as well follow me on X as well. Why not? At Stocks Talk Stocks. We're almost at 1,000 followers on X, so use that link down below or just pop up your app, guys. Make sure to go follow me on there. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. We're only 2 hours into the session right now, and clearly there's a lot of green across the board. Again, all the indexes are in the green. Funny enough, the VIX is in the green as well. Now it's at 14 points, and we have SoFi stock back in the mid $9 level. After yesterday, it saw a massive drop at about 2:30 p.m. on the East Coast. Right before Power Hour started, this stock went from 980 down to 920. That was a drop of around 6%, 5-6%. And since that point, we saw some consolidation in the aftermarket yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that, but we consolidated all aftermarket at about 925, 930. Then in the pre-market this morning, we started off with a nice gap up. You guys can see here we gapped up around 2.5% from around 925 all the way to about 950, 955. Then we coasted up for the entire pre-market pretty much. We opened up at about 955, 960. Then we shot to 970 at about by 9:35 a.m., not even, honestly, 9:40-ish, right in that ballpark. So in the first 5-10 minutes, we shot to 960, then we pulled back a bit, shot up again, and now we've seen, quite a bit of resistance at about 960 throughout the entire day today on the intraday chart, if we're looking at that. And currently we are getting a bit of, resistance. We're getting rejected at 960. Now we're down to 950. But overall, the fact that we're popping off the lows from yesterday, we held those lows and we're in the green, that's a good sign in the very, very short term here for the bulls. Now, if I pull the layers back a little bit on the 5-day, 5-minute, you can see how we've pretty much been trading sideways here on SoFi stock over the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, including today. We've held between 930 to about 950 as support and resistance at about $10.15. So we've hung around this range over the past couple of days. I guess we're waiting for direction, and honestly, it makes sense considering how much SoFi has gone up. We covered this in my video yesterday where we broke down the sell-off from $10.15 to $9.20. That was actually a 9% sell-off from top to bottom yesterday, from $10.16 down to $9.20, and we covered how it makes sense that this is pulling back considering how much it's gone up over the past couple of weeks. Pretty much ever since I bought SoFi, guys, no joke, ever since I started my position, this thing has been up like crazy. I think I'm up like 40-45% on my SoFi shares in my 2 accounts right now, which is just unbelievable. And you guys can see for yourselves on the 20-day 1-hour chart, we were at 670 not even a month ago, just about a month ago, and we saw a huge run ever since that Fed meeting on Wednesday. I think it was last week, right? Yeah, last week. Since that point, that's prompted or sparked a breakout here, and we ran up so much to $10, or we ran so aggressively in a short amount of time. Now we're kind of gaining, or not gaining, but consolidating at about $9.50 to $10. We're chopping around here the past couple of days, which makes complete sense to me. We're holding the uptrend still on the 1-hour chart. We're above the 180 SMA here, and on the 4-hour chart, if I pull this up, guys, you can see the very critical spot that we held not only yesterday at close after the bell yesterday, but also pre-market today. If you guys have been watching my channel, you've been watching these SoFi updates, you know that $9.30, which we covered yesterday, that's a huge level of support right now, but at one point it was resistance. Back in, looks like the middle of September, we failed at 930. Also in the end of June, early July. So the fact that we broke out of 930 a couple of days ago, that became support, right? Now we're holding it as support in real time, and it goes to show how strong of a support it is going back to that 5-day, 5-minute, as again, we held it yesterday at close and the aftermarket yesterday, pre-market today, and we also held 930 all throughout pretty much last week. You guys can see on the 14th of December we held it, on the 15th of December we held it, on the 18th, which was this Monday, right? So this spot, the fact that we're getting buying at 930 to 925, that's a good sign for the bulls in the short term, and it shows that there's still fight in the bulls right now in the short term, and that $10 could be in the in the target or in sight still in the short term. That's kind of what I'm looking at, or how I'm looking at it here, in the short term. Now, to play devil's advocate, if we were to break under 930, if we did, let's say earlier today or yesterday, right, or maybe later today, who knows, if we eventually break 920, 930, that could signal more selling to come in the short term. Maybe at that point we start going down, going back to the 4-hour chart. Maybe we start going down to the 50 SMA being about $8.90 on the 4-hour chart. Maybe we start going down to the 180 SMA, maybe $7.80, $8. That could be a spot where we do cool off to, if you will, if we do end up falling under 930. But as of now, again, the bulls are fighting. They're putting up a bunch of fight, and the stock's up 2.3%. Again, in the midst of an overall green day. Let me show you guys these indexes quickly here. We have SPY up around, let's see, almost 0.7% right now. So you all remember yesterday we hit another 52-week high on SPY at 475.90. Then we pulled down all the way to 467. That was a drop of around 2% just intraday yesterday. And then we recovered all aftermarket yesterday and pre-market today to the point where, again, we're up over $3, up 0.7% right now on Sofi, and it looks like, or not Sofi, on SPY, and it looks like here SPY is holding the uptrend on the 1-hour chart. You guys can see buyers did come in right by the 180 SMA. We're consolidating above that point, holding a higher low, and now we're fighting at the 50 SMA, which is right around 472. That needs to break if we want to get another leg up here on SPY, which it's not really concrete that we are going to get that quite yet, because we're not getting the full-on breakout above the 50 SMA and above the highs from, it looks like, about a week ago, 472, 473, which that's also a big resistance coming up. So SPY's got to break out of there, which who knows, it might. We have tomorrow, in terms of trading left for this week, so we'll see how tomorrow goes, and of course later on today. And on Triple Q, if I pull that up, the NASDAQ 100 index or ETF, you guys can see same thing, right? On the 1-hour chart, we're holding a higher low, we're consolidating above that moving average, but we are now fighting near the highs from last week, and also at about 407, which is a big spot of resistance here on Triple Q. Now, if we do break above 407, in my humble opinion, guys, we could be getting the move to 410. Maybe then we could start fully breaking out, as if this has not already been fully breaking out. But maybe we do start going to the next all-time high at that point, which, who knows, man. On the 3-year chart, this could be setting up for a full breakout, although it's already up a lot over the past year. But who knows, man. We could be getting that next leg up towards the mid-400s. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But overall, man, looking pretty green today across the board. SoFi's up around 2.5%. It's looking pretty good right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Just wanted to hop in here, do an update. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. You might as well follow me on X as well at Stocks Talk Stocks. And don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. Use that link down below. Fund your account with at least $100. You then get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you want to fund your account with at least $1,000, if you want to up the ante a little bit, if you do that, you you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000. So you get 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, depending on how much money you deposit into your account using that Moomoo link down below. And you might as well check out my Patreon as well if you guys want to be a part of the Discord chat, you want to see my charts throughout the day, and if you want to see all the moves I make in my private portfolio. All of that's on Patreon down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.